them. You see, they want to build a mutant army and give people extra arms and legs so they can win at football and fondle your wives and daughters at the same time.
Really?
Really? Hey, where's Dirk?
Hey, team! Kung Fu Rainbow Laser Force, yeah!
Dirk?
Oh, yeah, sorry I'm tardy. I'm just so full of school spirit, you know? Parvenu Hills rules, woo!
That's okay, Dirk. You're good at sports, so we turn a collective blind eye to your remedial level reading skills.
I can't read.
I know you can't. Lack of basic manners, mistreatment of classmates, and the fact that you're 25 years old and have yet to come close to graduating.
Oh, thank you, Hillary. I mean, Mr. Hitzman.
Yes, I was just telling the team about some of the terrible stuff that's been going on at Wickenburg.
Wickenburg can suck my nutsack, them boners!
Really? Can they? I mean, that won't be necessary, Dirk. Unless it would save America.
Now that would be controversial.
Maybe we should teach the controversy, Sebastian.
Atheists don't like that, sir. They like to present unproven theories made up by degenerates and transsexuals wearing dresses they call lab coats as if they're facts. Just like the fact that America is God's own country and our destiny is made manifest just like the earlier settlers did when they gave smallpox to the heathen so they could meet God quicker.
Very good, Quota.
Thank you, sir. I hope to one day be elected president, but based on my ability and integrity, not some liberal agenda which loves Muslims.
What a nice, noble, kind ambition. Although I hope to high hell it never comes true.
Me too, sir. I think I'll stick to basketball and making people feel uncomfortable when I talk to their daughter. I still don't have a date for the prom.
Oh, that's my boy. And I do mean boy in the most non-offensive way possible. Now, back to Wickenburg. I need you to do some reconnaissance. Listen closely. Here's what I'm thinking.
Kung Fu Rainbow Laser Force! Kung Fu Laser Rainbow Force!
No! Reconnaissance! Go in your school clothes and report back.
Kung Fu Rainbow Laser Force!
Oh my god, it's like a bomb went off. I know.
These people only have one home. How repulsive.
I imagine some of them share toilets. The very idea of putting my bottom where someone else's bottom has been. Ew, 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 ew.
Hey, knock it off. We gotta keep an eye out for the enemy.
I ain't scared of them. Handout kids and pregnant girls, they can clean my butthole. Game?
Louisa, what are you doing here?
Who's she?
One of our house cleaners.
This is where I live.
Here? This slum?
This is a nice neighborhood. Besides, you only pay me $15,000 a year.
Now, Louisa, shame-o on you-o. Don't go asking for handouts. My family has worked hard for what they've got. Why don't you take the rest of the week off without pay and think about this little incident?
You're terrible.
Why do you say that?
You should have just fired her on the spot. Giving her time off, she'll do what all poor people do. Abuse drugs and have another kid. And I mean that compassionately. Oh my god! Look at that! Mortal sin at 3 o'clock.
Ah! Hey! Stop right there!
What's your problem?
We're heterosexual virgins, and you're our problem!
What? Why?
Don't push your luck, kid. I know how it goes. You start by holding her hands. Then it's a trip up and down the bases, fingering the tush. Then you fire off a big home run, and before you know it, you got a kid on your hands who's gonna live his whole life in prison.
Yeah, spending my parents' tax dollars.
We were only holding hands.
I bet you smoke pot. Poor people love the pot.
No, I have asthma, thank you.
I bet you pleasure yourself.
Sometimes, was that...
And what's this?
Pornography!
All right, just take it off my ear and go. So as time progresses, and we all understand that we're slaves to America, you know, at first I thought all this stuff that people did in our past, it really changed something, but it didn't change anything. It actually proved that mostly that we're still in slavery, that we're still in a point where we don't understand that we're being enslaved. Every tax you pay, you're being enslaved. Everything you do throughout life, you're being enslaved. So how do we overcome slavery? Only way we can overcome bondage, and I don't understand why they didn't overcome bondage, because everybody didn't see there was in slavery back in the days. They didn't see that black people, white people, Chinese people, everyone is in slavery. And until everyone sees that they're in slavery, it's not going to be no outcome. It's not going to be no coming out of it, right? So if we're all enslaved and it's not no coming out of slavery, and we're all put in certain situations that we have no choice. Like if we had a choice in these situations, the choice is go to jail, get robbed, or get, something like that in that nature. So if you think about it in that term, right? Give me my phone to that. If you think about it in that term, in that frame, right? You come to understanding that life is a challenge. So as we come to life as a challenge, and we have no other way but team up together, and people are going to see this, people are going to see that it's no other way but to do this. And I'm physically recruiting right now. And the only way to do this is to team up together. If we do not team up together and start joining each other, you will be lost. And if you don't think that the times that's coming, and if you have no one to fight with, if you think your 5 members in your gang or your 6 members in your gang is going to help you, you heard me? It won't help you. It physically won't. It physically won't help you, man. And then everyone is going to wait till the people is at your door. They're going to wait until these countries come into America. They're going to wait until America does what they do all the time already. Raise up the taxes, enslave you even more. They're going to wait for that. They're going to wait until it's no hope for yourself. And then you're going to be like, oh, man, let's do something, when the people is already on your soil, on your land, already corrupting you, corrupting your children, corrupting your situation, right? So as you being corrupted, what is really you to do? Only thing I can tell you to do is turn to the Lord, and repent. But assumingly to understand that if we don't team up in this time, that we're going to starve. Next, we're going to starve. Next, we're going to be, man, we're going to be even more poor than some people already are. It's going to be a devastating situation where people don't understand the way out. And how would people not understand a way out? Like, some people don't understand that you are a slave, young man. And I want you to know that you are a slave, and you are a slave to whatever you follow. Now, it's still to understand that this guy is a slave and he want to outburst. And he's mad because he's being enslaved in America or wherever he chooses to follow. That he's upset, that he's angry. But I can understand that you're angry. I can understand of your pain, of your situation, of outbursts and discouraged, because you don't understand that, you are a slave. You feel that you wake up by yourself every morning. You feel that you're doing all this because you're able, and you don't understand that they're allowing you to do everything you're doing. And whenever they're ready for you to stop, they do stop you, because they put you in prison. You hear me? They put you in jail. You might say, oh, I do something wrong to go to prison. No, if you stop sending your child to school because you don't like what your school is teaching them, you're going to prison. If you go into a store and you're hungry and you're starving, you have nothing to eat, and you go in there to get something to eat, you're stealing. You're going to jail. Like, physically, the way this life is set up, the way this government is set up, is no freedom. They're taxing you on everything you buy, even your grow. You can grow something, you're being taxed. Physically, how do they tax fruit? Like, how do you tax a fruit? How do I grow something out the God's earth and you tax it? You tax me for it. You tell me I have to pay Uncle Sam for these. That makes no sense. And physically to understand that people don't, you're going to be telling me shut up when you're starving and you don't have nothing to eat. Glory be to the Lord. You hear me? I wonder if you're going to be telling me that then. Are you going to be telling me to shut up then? Are you going to be like, oh, man, give me something to eat, man, some of that form that you didn't form for yourself? Are you going to be telling me that then? Or are you going to be telling me, oh, man, look at me. Oh, man, I got it over here, but we'll see. But physically facts to understand people. Y'all heard me? To understand people. If you don't like what I'm saying, mute me. I really don't care. You heard me? I live in Sacramento, you know, from they coming for, I can pray for you. But in assuming the understanding of some people, the outcomes that some people need help more than other people. And you know, and these people really do need help. And to physically understand that life is a challenge, you guys. And it's not just a challenge for some people, man. It's a challenge for me too, man. And from what I'm coming to understand now, that everyone is stacked against you. Like it's so hard to have people on your side these days, or people you should just trust, right? Or people you should just trust. But some people are just weird, you know. They like even the people on this live, like you have an option on here to mute me, right? It's so easy to mute one person out of 30, but you're sitting here want to fuss with me. I'm not fussing with you, man. Stop talking to me, dude. Are you serious? Are you serious? Are you serious? Then mute me then. Whoever don't want to hear what I say, mute me. I'm Joel Johnson. Come on, man. No, ain't gonna. Where you at? I go on your block with this. Then I don't want to talk if you ain't talking about that. But to physically understand, you heard me, of a rhythm and a feeling. Yeah, I would come to your city. Give me your address and I will come to your city, brother. I will come to your city and say the same thing I'm saying now. You think I won't? I love you that much. Tell me your what's the name? What's the name of your city? What's the name of your city? All right, my Goofy. I'm Goofy. Baby, write this down. No, I'm about to write this down, my G. No, give me exactly where you at, my G, so I can come spread this where you at. No, for real. I'm not arguing. I really want to help him. And I can help him more in person. I can help you more in person, I promise you. I can help you more in person. But if you give me your address, I can really help you. Yeah, you saying you don't need no help, but how you talking to me, you need some help. You need some serious help. You don't see what you don't understand. Yes, indeed, this is where they needed it on GTA 5. You feel that GTA 5 is a bad game? You feel that GTA 5 is a bad game? I met a lot of friends on GTA 5. How can it be bad? How can it be bad? I met a lot of positive people on here. How can it be bad? Be serious. But like I said, if you don't want to hear me, mute me, man. It's that easy. But like I was saying, y'all, you heard me? Some people, no. Oh, no, I ain't been in prison. I haven't been in prison, brother. I haven't been in prison. Oh, I'm preaching because I'm telling people good news. You know, y'all people are so weird. Because you hearing good things, you feel that it's preaching. You know, you are ignorant. You are ignorant African American, brother. You hear me? You know you supposed to be a leader? Brother, you know you supposed to be a leader? Brother, you know you supposed to be a leader? Brother, you know you supposed to be a leader? You know you supposed to be a leader? You know, you sound so weird. How am I lame? I bet what I'm saying is more positive than what you're saying. So who's really the lame one here? Who's really the dumb one? Come on, man. You sitting up here talking all this trash, man. You talking all this trash. Yeah, I'm going to keep teaching positive. Because you need the positive. What you want me to come outside? Yes, that's what you're supposed to do. Why should I talk negative? What is negative? What am I supposed to be saying? F you? Oh, come outside? That's ignorant. Like that's very ignorant, dude. You know, you can't get me to come outside and we fussing, we have a good thing, a fight. Like, I don't understand it. Why it gotta be that cutthroat? And y'all really don't even know what cutthroat is. And that's the point that's killing me, man. When a nigga start talking real on the game, y'all gonna straight go to this just a game, but then you're going to want to be disrespectful. But don't like it's okay. Then mute me then, brother. Then mute me then, brother. But I'm going to keep talking. You know, a lot of people talk trash and they do all this stuff, man, but you don't really even back it up, man. Half of people on here is fake. Like physically fake, man. Y'all are frauds. Well, I told you, I'm not preaching. I'm telling good news, brother. I'm doing the same thing you doing, but I'm just saying positive things. You heard me? No, I would never stop telling you good news. See, y'all even got the youth following you. You know, but that's good though, man. I hope you understand what you're doing. I hope you understand what you're doing. That's how y'all. So y'all the type of people that like y'all children to talk just like y'all, huh? You want your children to do the exact same thing you doing, huh? Huh? That's the kind of people you are. You want your children to be doing 99 to life, huh? That's what you want, huh? You want them people that want your children to be doing 99 to life, huh? Huh? Come on, man. You are weird, man. Y'all weirdos, man. Come on, man. That's what type of person y'all is, man. Come on, man. I'm telling you, man, I was brought up with a real on one stage, man. But y'all sitting up here, man. Y'all not real. That's the part that's killing me. That ain't real. It ain't gangster, man. You hear me? Like, man, I done seen some real gangsters, man. Feed their whole community. You heard me? Y'all ain't no gangsters, man. What have y'all ever done? But probably nothing. I'm not preaching, man. I'm telling good news, man. See, you looking at it as preaching, man. Come on, man. I'm telling you, what have you done? What have you done physically? What have you done? What have you done? Nothing. Because you don't care. How you don't care about the place where you live in? How you don't care? Yeah, no, I'm son. My city is taken care of. The Lord got my city. What I do for my city is I press the Lord. But assuming, I'm trying to get people to understand that we need to work together. We need to come together in your own community, brother. I'm outside my office. I'm on the street. I'm not in my agency. I'm outside. Right now, this guy just brought me out here. I've been outside of my agency. But like I was saying, you heard me, I'm one of the highest priests in this session, my dude. Are you serious? Come on, man. Are you serious? Oh, he came to kill me. Son that came blasting me. You don't see it? He just killed me. I'm just on the screen right now. Well, I'm not that good of a player. You should have asked me that. But I know some good players. Yeah, I mean. but I don't mind. Oh, well, I just got one. but like I was saying, y'all, man, it ain't the point about. It's the point about I'm trying to understand that people trying to help other people, man, because we about to come into a dark time. And if you don't see the dark time that we about to come into, y'all not see the war and stuff that's going on around us, y'all think it's gonna be okay? I'm telling y'all to team up. That's all. You trying to say it's the wrong time? It's not the wrong time. Yeah, this is what they need to hear it, man. We be on here all day. This is where we need to hear it. We be on here all day. You heard me? That's what I'm trying to say. You heard me? But see, this is the part that's gonna hurt me. That I'm still gonna be willing to help y'all. You heard me? You know, that's how I'm gonna be hurt. What are y'all doing? What are you doing, huh? I thought you was leaving at 9 o'clock. You said you waiting on transportation?
They said 9 minutes away.
Well, I'm not old. That's down bad to think I'm old. I'm scared for people. I see what's coming, like physically, and I can't. Like they say, I'm in Sacramento right now. I can't even go to my own city to help my own people if this stuff like crash right now. Like physically, I'm spreading. I want them to do the same thing I'm telling you. You hear me? And you might say GTA 5. Yeah, y'all need to hear this on GTA 5. You hear me? You a grown. This a grown man game. Like I would think y'all would want to hear it more than the children. But and this is my game. I like this game. So if I want anybody to make it, whenever the internet come back up, I'ma check on here and I'm gonna be like, man, who made it? And look, and I will hopefully to hear y'all voice. You hear me? That's all I'm saying. You hear me? Uh-huh. Now, if y'all think I'm lying, man, just look at the war, man. Look at Russia in our seas, man. Look at China China said their war, man. China said they got 2 million people ready to go to war, man. Why would they just say that? You heard me? They putting that out there. Russia and America is playing tag in the water. Man. Yeah, so that's what I'm trying to say. That they actually said whoever give these people whoever giving these people weapons, we going to war with them. So they already nationally said that we're going to war with America. You heard me? And none of y'all looking at that? Now they didn't. Now y'all think Russia ain't with the shits? Russia already took over some of Ukraine. You heard me? So you think they ain't gonna come on our soil? Come on, man. They gonna have y'all signing documents talking about y'all Russians. You hear me? And I really feel sorry for the females, cause it's gonna be even worse for y'all, cause y'all can't defend y'allself. Y'all gonna need somebody to be out there for y'all. Yeah. Come on, man. Y'all know in army, you know in war, when they kill all us, they gonna just take the females. No, man. But no, I'm just saying, but this don't go out to just one race. Like, but if you look at it, man, like I'm trying to get people to see the global understanding of, man, of everything around it, man. We all in slavery. We all enslaved. You know what I mean? Uh-huh. Well, that is true. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah, and then they don't let you make enough money. And this how the government, they don't let you make enough money to take care of the family. So that's how they scare you into abortion, because they tell you that you ain't gonna be able to make it. You know what I mean? They say that uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Well, in a way, I don't. You know, in a way, that's a fact, but in a way, that's like opinion. That's like skirmish. But because you know, you can be white as hell and have the same DNA as us. 6 neutrons, 6 electrons, and 6 protons. Well, they don't have no white people now. What is white people? White people are just England. Now, well, I'm gonna tell you a little bit about my history, and I'm gonna tell you that on my facial hair right now, I have gold hair. I have gold hair across my facial hair. So they been doing it, brother. They been doing it. I know, but I'm just saying I got gold hair. You know, I got gold hair on my face. So, you know, I'm physically, like, if I grow my beard all the way out, half of my hair probably be gold. You know, so, like, physically, I can understand the gender, but it been started, like, in the 90s. They been crossbreeding. You know, I think it's more deeper than that now. Mm-hmm. Well, but you is right that it is getting hotter, and some people ain't gonna be able to survive. Mm-hmm. And that's what I'm saying. If they got the world order, right? You know the world. If you ever looked at, if you look up the people in the world order, it's not none of the people that's running the world. Uh-huh. Yeah, and that's what they want you to do. I'm through with all that. I'm through with all that, brother. I'm standing up against all that. That's why I'm trying to recruit. You know what I mean? Yeah, but I ain't with sitting down no more, my G. If I had knew all this when I was younger, or even 10 years ago from now, I might have been fighting this fight since then. It's a reason why I learned this now. You heard me? Like physically learning all this stuff now. You heard me? And if I wasn't real, I know I'm one of the, I mean, I feel that, man, I'm one of the gangsters people that someone will ever meet. But not for myself saying that, boasting myself. I'm saying that I will do something about the stuff that's going on. Like physically, I'll put down my life for this stuff, you heard me? Because this is wrong. Like this is something that I physically would have been done. You heard me? And that's what I'm saying. And that's what I had to understand. That physically, man. But now I'm really seeing it. So now I'm telling people, you heard me? I want everybody I come across, I tell them the same thing. Man, I don't care if you think I'm crazy, if you tell me I'm stupid or whatever, man. I just want you to know, man. Be aware. You heard me? Because if you ain't aware when it happened, you'll be in a better situation to understand what's happening to you. You know what I mean? Because I promise you. Mm-hmm. 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 Uh-huh. But the other people, but other people don't own nothing either. And I had to come to understand that, man. Like I have people that own properties, I own none of that. Yeah, I had to wait. I had to really see when we physically take over, it won't be like that. Cause when somebody owns something, we're gonna let them have what they own. Oh, me either. I don't listen to that no more either, son. Like everything, you on the same page I'm on. Right? And that mm-hmm. 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 And that's what I'm saying, you heard me? And it's getting even more crucial though, man. About to make me buy seeds that have seeds just on standby. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And all these people we at war with, all these people, we got all these revenues and all this, and that's all they gotta do is, America already said that when man, I did not know this, man, and I swear, man, I would have been going against Obama. You heard me? Obama went over there in Africa and made them people, told them they was gonna take away all their food and all that stuff if they didn't sign the gay law. Like physically, I did not know that, man. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Right. Right. Well, because if we were smart back then, I don't know how we get so smart now. That if we did our research about Obama back then and found all that stuff about Obama, we wouldn't have voted for him. Like, he knew Bush. We grew up with Bush. Like, uh-huh. Wait. Yeah, that's why they wouldn't let one of us be nothing. But I'll tell you, I'm gonna take over, man. I promise you, I feel it, son. Oh, they gonna kill me. This out of two things gonna happen. Because at first I'm going for the school system. You heard me? I promise you, man. We about to start marching against them, and then we gonna start marching against the government. And reflect on that if the war don't start before then. So it's gonna be a war inside of the country. You heard me? And I don't care what's going on outside because if we can't fight. What? Uh-huh. And they did martial law. They did. Look up when they signed for martial law. Yeah, you know when they signed for martial law, right? December 11. I mean, you know when they had that 10-12 hour thing? That's when they signed for martial law. I didn't know that. Yeah. Well, that's the stage where they're gonna come in and take over everything. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yeah, they was doing that. And they started that with storming. It was something that happened. You heard me? They had us going in. Yeah, COVID. They had us going inside at 7 o'clock. You heard me? Well, son, we gotta do something. Oh, I see you. What you saying? No, I can't. I can't kill him, son. See, the only option the only option I see is we go out here and war. But that ain't the way either, son. You heard me? We went that way over and over again. Uh-huh. Right. Well, because some people ain't bowing down, but it's the people we can't see. Uh-huh. Right. See, when we come to a point, say we get the other people to feel that they old too. Now this the mind frame I'm on. If we get everyone to feel that they old, and then we can take it. They gonna kill us all. See, and that's when we start being our own community. If we start being out, only thing I see them killing us. Boy, I know they about to kill. I know they gonna kill me, bro. Well, then let my blood be the blood that need to be shed for somebody to stand up with me. Then, yeah. Yeah, it's gonna happen when this dude get in the office. He about to come in the office. What his name, Trump? He will be in office next semester. Cause I ain't gonna vote for him. I don't believe in one man running the country. But he will make it in office. Trump. He will be in office next year. It's what he's saying. Yeah, and then they said Obama. They said Obama. I don't know how true this is, but they say after the war, Obama gonna come back into office after that, cause it's gonna break the economy. But we'll see. But I don't know. You know, that's just he say, she say. But physically facts that we about to go into a war, though. We about to be in World War III. And this going to be a big war, y'all, because the Russians said they don't want to mess with the nukes. They didn't drop I forgot what treaty it's called. It's some treaty dealing with nukes that they're refusing to go by anymore. And he said it on national TV that he dropped it. That he done ripped it up. And that he about to go ahead and go back with the war with Ukraine. You know, so, you know, these are facts, man. So it's only a matter of time. Mm-hmm. And I physically understand, man. I understand that it's gonna be a time that we're gonna have to cramp it down. And I hope it don't get to that time, though, man. I hope everything turn out good. That's why I'm trying to get people to group up. Cause if you by yourself, man, you ain't gonna do nothing. And if I don't know you, how can I help you? Mm-hmm. And that's what it's gonna come down to. Russia, man. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, but it's gonna take some brave people, man. I don't know no brave people. Like physically, I know what I'm willing to do, but you heard me. I didn't see the fear in people, and I understand they fear. You heard me? Like if you ever saw somebody want to fight and you push them into that fight and they back up. You ever saw that type of fear in somebody? But they really willing to fight. But they willing to fight though, because at the end of the day, they still want to fight. You know. But that's how it is. Right? Uh-huh. And you willing to die. You willing to die for a color, a gang, or something like this, but you ain't willing to die for for your people. Uh-huh. Oh, I don't be worrying about it no more. My Lord told me to rejoice when that happened. Uh-huh. Nah, I done had that happen to me before. That's how much I'm willing to ride for my crew. You heard me? And I done had that happen to me before too. You heard me? Yeah. But I'm okay with it. You heard me? Like I said, man, if it gotta be my for $1. I understand for $1. They want theirs now. Oh yeah, he said for the live well. But I'm through a living well, son. I said I had 30 years of this shit, man. I promise you, man, I had 30 years, man, I live good. You heard me? And I don't mean by well, I mean by I ain't been in jail. Man, they got people that been in prison all this time. I've been alive. You heard me? Man, they got people that been starving. You heard me? So I've been breathing. I actually feel like people told me I wasn't gonna make it to 21, then it was 25, then it was what, now it's 30. You heard me? But you heard me? Like, look. Yeah. Feel you. Well, I live well in the Lord. I comfort myself in the Lord. Without the Lord, son, I would feel miserable, man. I barely be on the floor, balled up, man. Cause I see son. Yeah, you do. You gotta learn that you gotta learn to see that you outnumbered. You heard me? That you outnumbered to a grain of sand to the rest of the sand that's standing around you. That you physically outnumbered. You know what I mean? Like if you had to look at it. Right? Uh-huh. Right. Uh-huh. Yeah, it's gonna be that. And see, but see, if you would have built up with your friends, see, you know why we go through them situations? Because we only pretended in that one experience in that one place, right? Now, if we was being like this all day, now that when we came to that situation and they saying they'd have looked at you and they would have known that nah, we ain't messing with that. If we do, we know my partner gonna get on our ass. You heard me? Now that's the type of mind frame I should have had back then, son. But now I got this now. You heard me? But I'm trying to get everybody else to see that's how we supposed to look at it. You know. Right? You know, and I understand this, that you in certain situations you have to be a certain person. Like I had to be that person back then, because if I wasn't, man, New Orleans was so wicked at that time. You couldn't be this other person. You heard me? If you was this other person, you probably be laid down in the street. You heard me? Yeah, before Katrina. How many times? Oh, it took me to like what, a year ago. Like I couldn't understand this. I felt like I kept on fighting with people and kept on getting into it. I wasn't accepted nowhere until I found out where was I really accept. Oh, I'm gone now. Oh man, like that was a good conversation. Thank you. All right, let's get back into it, you guys. We're moving into another thing, man. We had an interesting person in the last session, man. We started conversating with him. Y'all probably didn't hear much of his voice, you know, because I don't like, you know, kind of putting people's life out there. But you know, but assumingly, man, that was a good conversation, you guys. We really felt like we reached out to a person, you know, and really he reached out to us too. It was really a connection, if you know what, if you even could consider that in some situations. But for future generations that sees this video, you know, it's gonna be a time where we come into captivity. And we're going to be coming to a time where we need an inspiration or a light. And I'm telling you that you should be that light. That if you start being that light now, in the future, you're not going to have to worry about being the light that you're supposed to be. And I'm trying to get people to understand, my whole goal is for people to work together and team up. You know, I'm telling you, if you have 5 people on your block, go to your 5 people. And you telling them that we need to expand this to 5 more people. And we need to expand this until we have everybody in the city on one accord. Now, if you feel that you're not that, you know, you're not that gangster, you can't do this, man, go get one of your friends that you feel that is a good talker, that's a good inspiration, and you give them your idea. And you tell them that we need to work together, that we're going to come into a time where we need each other. And you be like, and you explain to them, if you don't know how to explain to them, why do we need each other? Let me give you a couple reasons. The government's out to get you. We're all in slavery. And if you don't understand these things, you can come into a complication. You have to look these things up yourself, though. Don't take my word. Look it up yourself. Look up how we're in slavery. Look up how anything that you follow that you're enslaved to. You heard me? And if you following laws that's corrupt and they're here to hinder you and not, you know, exalt you and not put you on a level of better, they're hindering you. That's the same thing as a slave getting beaten and not getting done. They give them a house to live in. They give them a place. They give them food so they can go to work the next day. right? Wouldn't you do that? That's slavery. No, you are not free to do nothing you want. Now, this goes out to all Americans, not just chosen Americans, not just a few. This goes out to all of them because we're all in slavery in some type of way, in some type of matter, in some type of situation. We're in slavery too. So, but if we team up together, we can break each other bondage in the name of the Lord, because we don't bring the Lord with us. We won't receive. But, and assumingly, if we team up together and put the Lord first, assumingly, and team up together, we can destroy mountains. We would destroy mountains. All these mountains that's standing up around us, man. And we have a lot of mountains. You might not see that we're in war. We're in war, man. And we sometimes people don't even know who we're fighting. Like, who are we fighting? We're at war with the government. We're at war with these other countries that's about to come into our country and try to take over us and give us their push their ways down our throat. Now we're already going by these people ways that's enslaving us in taxes and taking our land and doing all this, right? Now we're about to be, soon if they come to our land, why not take it over? America crap out. Who y'all think that guy Biden gonna save y'all? Did y'all see what Biden doing? You know what I mean? Have y'all even looked into y'all armies? Physically, have you looked into your army? Have you ever taken on yourself to look into America armies? Or what they do and how they progress a situation? Have you ever took a chance to think about who's going to fight for you if they get on your soil and all America is fighting on another side, protecting other people, protecting other cultures or another land, right? Imagine if they're only protecting their self. So who will protect you? If you think I'm lying, Texas just had people going over their border and no one was going to help them. Just going over their border. And they was fussing about it and everything. They didn't care. Look it up. You think I'm lying? Man, test anything I'm saying. America is not this place that no one can get into, that no one can hurt you, that they're saying they have police, they have all this, but the police is physically against you too. You heard me? If the police don't stop you unless you're doing something wrong, what if a police stopped you and say, you need help with this? Think about it. Hey man, you're looking like you're having a problem. Do you need this? If they stop you, they're stopping you, trying to give you a ticket or trying to some type of in that nature. So as we're thinking, I'm telling you that everyone's against you and you're in slavery. This is what I'm trying. And unless we work together, we will not pull this bondage off our neck. Now this goes out to every culture, every race, and everywhere. Because I want you to understand, if someone can come into your house and control anything that goes onto your house. You heard me? Your intensely is in there. If they can come put you in bondage for not sending your child to school, for you don't want your child to learn what they're teaching them, right? And you want your child to learn what you want your child to learn, they'll put you in prison. Physically, put you in jail. They will intensely, even if you're in a public system, you decide not to put your school in no thing. They find out that you have your child not in their school system, you're going to prison. Facts. Not, is that messed up or not? So I can't teach my child what I want him to know. They took all gospel, everything out the schools, physically, and they're trying to make you go there. They're lying about history. They didn't felt that some of their math is wrong. You know what I mean? Like physically, they change books every year when they find fault. So as you think of these situations that we all fall into the same person. And we all falling short. Like they stopped slaving black people and start slaving the whole America. Like they found a way to not just slave one race. Really, they always already slaves. They let some people up a couple steps and they let the black people up a couple steps to be fine and everyone's okay. But we're all enslaved. We're all going through the same things, just on different levels now. The only thing we're doing is not getting beat physically. And then I found out that we're really even more slave when we get arrested. Like they can do whatever they want to us when we get arrested. You heard me? Like some stuff is so strange and so weird, man, that people don't understand and don't care. You know, how many people have children and don't care? Well, some people just don't understand, you know. Some people only is after their self, you know. One self gain is like messed up, right? Like that really messes me up. Like if you gain only for yourself. Oh, we gotta mute them. If we gain only for oneself, right? who is really gaining there, right? Who is really achieving if we only gain for oneself? If I only push myself forward, who would push my children forward if I would pass? If something would happen to me from my transgressions, right, and my my pain, and my child is left in my community, who would be the person to raise my child into it? What, my brother? No, my child. 9 out of 10. If your child is being left into the community, it's gonna be raised by the community. And if it's being raised by the community, it's really teaching your son. Even when and you think about this, if you send your son out 12 hours out the day, right? You send your child out early in the morning, he don't come back till like 3, 4 o'clock, right? And then you get off work at what? 8 o'clock, right? So who is physically watching your child and teaching your child? Physically, the school system is teaching your children. So when you wonder, and when they be like, oh man, who's to blame for my child doing all this? Man, tell you the truth, I didn't have that many hours with my son. He was mostly with the school system. So who is really to blame? Physically, the one that he was in most time with learning. So to understand this, you heard me. So if you try to take your child out the school system, they're going to fine you. And if they fine you a couple of times, they're going to then put you in prison. And after they put you in prison, you will be one of the outcomes to the situation. Like you would be one of the statistics. You heard me to say that just how life is. Like, you know how many people I run across that accepts that just is just life? Like, oh, this life. This is how it goes. You know, instead of going to the next person and say, you going through this? Hey, you going through this too? Are you going through this too? Oh, man, let's do something about this. I promise you, man, you call somebody scary and you tell them they're a pig and you scared to come do something about these people hurting you and your family and you scared to do something about it. Watch how many people come out there and do something about it. Or they'll just be frauds. You know, most people are frauds, man. They're not really about what they be talking about, man. They'll walk the whole mile. They'll shoot somebody over a shirt, over some shoes, but they won't stand up for stuff that really matter, man. You heard me? Stuff that really cares. Like, they got a lot of gangsters in this world that fight over colors. You heard me? Like, that's so weird to me. Like, you got a government that's taking over you, but instead of you standing up to the government, you stand up to the colors. Oh, look, man, I'm going to step on this color. You know, really? Are you serious? But you got a system that's made to hinder you, keep you in bondage, and you do nothing about the system that's putting you in bondage. Like they have physically proven you that stars on YouTube and all this have made more money than your grandma working her whole life. Like physically. Have you not seen these new people coming up? These people don't have no education, don't have nothing, but they have all the money now. Because they have showed you that we're not going to follow this system. Even them breaking out of the system should show you something. Should show you some type of what makes sense. And I'm not telling you to drive school. Math, reading, and writing is very important. But assumingly to understand that physically that they're out to get you. And as long as you send your child with a mind frame that this is what you go there to learn. And if they're not willing to teach your child with the things you want him to know, why send him somewhere where they're going to put stuff in your child where you don't want them to know? Now, I'm not talking about just them, man. Look at man, you put them in a school with what, 45 people, 45 different children. Some classes are like flooded with children now. And they don't add teachers. They're not adding another teacher to these classes or making the schools bigger. They're physically doing the same thing. Like physically, we're sending our children to be fools. Oh yeah, they learn a little stuff, but look at the statistics. How many children make it and how many children don't? How many children is working check to check? So what made sense for you to tell your child, yeah, go to school, son, go to school, and you go and they making $17, while the other person that didn't go to school or nothing making 40. That makes sense? And instead of we changing the algorithm, the rhythm of this, the challenge of this, but no one changes this. They feel that a man that works in slaves for someone to build a building, that a man that sits behind a desk should get paid than that person that's slave to build that building. That makes no sense. And these people think that this type of stuff is okay. I would hate to start a business to pay somebody lesser than I'm paying someone that's sitting behind a desk in air. Like that the world is so twisted and have people doing this thing like it's okay. They make you think because I stay a couple more days sitting down in school than you that you're better. And they got some people that's better that haven't been to school. Ain't that weird you out? It's all in what you study and what you practice. But people ain't looking at it like that. But if we work together, we'll all be on one accord. Like, you can't even be a foreman without being taxed. Like, how can I foreman want to give food away if you're going to tax me on the fruit? So I got to make some type of profit off this fruit, or I wouldn't even be able to keep my form. Or you going to come take my form? Like, these things that's happening, man, is so weird. Like, and no one's talking about it. No one cares. I care though, you guys, man. Now, what we gonna do about it? We team up together. We cannot make a sound by ourselves. If you go outside and scream outside by yourself, man, you gonna make a sound. But if you go out there with a 5 or 10 people and y'all scream, y'all gonna make an even louder sound. But if you go out there with 110,000 people that's on your agreement, that you have told this to and they understand, some people are gonna say they don't care. So then you tell that person that says they don't care about what you're talking about, that they don't care about their children, that they don't care about nothing about their life. They don't care about their mama. That's what they just told you, because by helping you, you'll be helping all them. Because you might not be in that situation, but I promise you, they got somebody in your family that's living in poverty. Now, if you on here that can say that your whole family is rich and y'all just wealthy and y'all straight and y'all don't live in no type of community of corruption, you heard me, of someone trying to make it for themselves, you tell me. But if you one of them people, I give you kudos. I'm not one of them people. I'm one of them people that somebody in my family hurting. I see people that's hurting. You heard me? So I know the situation. But I'm telling you not to get nobody no money or nothing like that. I'm telling you to start working on your community. Like, start a business. If you have a business, start a second business that just goes out to your community. You heard me? You be like, why just give these people money? You heard me? Because you need to start a routine where these people don't have to find for all these things, so they'll be able to do other things, not drug and have fun and party all day. Now, if you have a mind frame of just partying, you should physically cut that person off for a while. Understand that this is a way of life that you have to, not that you can't have fun, because I would never tell someone not to have fun. You heard me? I'm going to tell you to have fun in moderation and put times the thing. When you was young, you had a schedule. But when you grow up, you grow out of your schedule, or you get on a deeper schedule where only relates to you making money and not complicating of what's going on around you. Like, a lot of people buy a house, right? They buy a house. They make all this money in the neighborhood, praising all this money. Then when they get their money for the house, they buy a house in another neighborhood. They go add to somebody else's kingdom instead of building up their own kingdom. Imagine if so many people that got all this money and built up their thing and stayed in their community and built up their community. How would their community be right now? We wouldn't have this much poverty. We wouldn't have that much people on the street. Now, we'll knock these things down probably in thousands. But nobody don't think of this world like that. Like, people, we need to wake up. Like, we need to start caring, not just for ourselves. I understand when the scripture said that you got to care for other people. And you don't understand. If you care for other people, you are originally caring for yourself. And you might don't look at it that way, but I promise you, if you help your community, by you helping your community, when they see you fall, watch how many people run to you to help you. Now, if you don't think this facts, look it up. Ask your mama, ask your daddy, ask anybody that's around you. If you help a multiple of people, one of those people is going to turn around and help you if you fall. But some people feel challenged and feel like they can't be this person to help. Who's going to be the person to start it? I raise my hand. I'm going to be one of these persons that come out and spread this message. You heard me? That help each other, that love one each other if you love yourself. But some people, it sounds like I'm aggravating some people, but some people need to stretch out their life, man, and put themselves in a situation where they don't have to worry about the outcome. Sometimes you could be put into a situation where you have no outcome of it, right? And your family or someone can help you, but imagine having a nation around you that you didn't help. That you go around trying to help people, get people on the right accord, helping people out their poverty situation. Like, they got people that can do this. They got some smart people in this world. I was watching something the other day about getting a product, trying to overcome your bills, right? getting products that brings the money for your bill, so you don't even have to work, right? So I was looking at that and I said, what if somebody operate these programs to trying to help their community, their community always to have? You know how many people, if they have, wouldn't steal? Some people don't steal just to steal. Like if you build a community around love and peace and just giving, right? Thanksgiving, you would think, man, people only give once a year. Like some things is very challengeable, and understanding that some people just don't care for other people. They always want to outburst and do things that other people just won't agree on, you know. But me personally, I don't care. You heard me? I want you to put yourself out there, you know, express yourself in all ways, because assumingly if you don't, how would someone know who you are? You know, some people come and show half of their self, and then when they show their whole self, the other person don't like them. You know. But in certain situations that people go through, right? They're putting tests. Like I've been through a lot of tests lately. That certain No, it doesn't. But sometimes that some people are put into a situation where they're loved. Like I'm put in a situation where I'm loved from a lot of people. But that's because I try to help a lot of people. You heard me? I try to put myself out there to help. I've been helping before I even knew I was helping, y'all. Like that's so weird that I just realized that I helped so many people. You heard, man? I was like, man, I ain't do nothing yet, man. I got a lot of stuff. I got a lot of people to help and do all this, man. I'm trying to do more, right? But now I see that, you know, I did do a lot, but I still need to outbrace it. I'm not doing it on a scale to change people's lives. You heard me? I might change it for a couple of seasons, but what's a couple of seasons to somebody's existence? So I try to stretch out in a different way. But the love your neighbor, my life. But the love your neighbor as you love yourself. But to love your neighbor as you love yourself. I just like my GTA background. People say this the wrong place to be with it, but I don't care. But you heard me? It's like some people don't understand that life is just, it's like it's gonna go through a lot of tunnels and a lot of hills and all this. But if you go through life by yourself, you gotta deal with that yourself. But if you go through that with one or two people, you gotta deal with that with one or two people. But imagine growing up with all your people, trying to raise all your people. If parents was worrying about the whole class and not just worrying about their student learning, like imagine how many people are raised. But you know, so many people want their child to do better than the next child instead of worrying about every child knowing and every child being better. That's why when you go on like things, like if I had the opportunity that some people, I wouldn't be making people pay for all these things. They should physically be giving these things for free. And I promise you, these people will pay them just because of the things that happen because of it. But they, instead of getting everyone on a certain level, they want people to be tore down and put in a certain situation. But that's when they go back to the government has all us in slavery. And if you think about the slavery thing, right? You think about how all us in slavery, black, white, Chinese, Mexican, Iranian, like they even brought new people here to be slaves. Y'all saw the new people the new slaves they just brought to America? Y'all saw the new slaves they brought to America, these new Ghanaian people that they then came and let live in America now? These are new slaves. They're just adding more slaves to do their work. Y'all don't see that? To do their work, the make their life move, right? To make their life move. They're putting more people here to kick out if they don't pay their rent. To put on their streets. You heard me? But they ain't putting nobody here. They putting real workers. Them people already was out there bad. When they come here, they trying to work their ass off to try to make something. You heard me? They gonna put other people down even further. You heard me? And that's what kills me. And if we was working together, we'll be adding them to us, working together with them too. You know, like people not thinking about how we can achieve together and how we not achieving apart. Like some people can make money together or make money by themselves. They might make a couple $1 million. Now imagine being with a group of people, how much money y'all can make for y'all community. That 1 million could turn to 20 million. And how many people you can help with that 20 million? But people don't look at it like that, man. You will pay taxes. How many people in the life pay taxes on a thing? Now imagine if you took that taxes and put it in a different account with 1,000 other people. Now imagine that. Imagine you taking them taxes that you giving the government, right? That they take it from you forceful, and you put it together with your community, right? And y'all really fix y'all community. Now imagine that. Imagine you really fix your community. Now people don't think like that. People ain't not thinking about helping each other. They're only thinking for themselves. They thinking about making as much money how they can build onto their back house. Oh, I like how that look back there, man. I want me a 2-story. Now look, now imagine this. If you help somebody else build onto their community, right? How much more would them people be to help you build onto your house? They might do it for free. I'm telling you, man. And that's the world that we could be living in. But you want to live in a world with disrespect, trash and talking people. You know, now I ain't saying it's bad to trash talk. It's good for a little bit, you know, a little bit of what would I call it? A little bit of competition. You know, it's nothing wrong with competition. Like I'm gonna beat you in this race. You know, I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with that. But I'm saying that you need to aggress yourself in a situation that you still show pride. That you still show pride at your loss. When you lose, you should still show pride. You should still dap that person off and wish them a good luck until next time. Or, man, be like me. Challenge them again. Keep challenging. You know, when if I lost a fight when I was young, that's how I get so good at fighting, y'all. When I lost a fight, every time I saw that person, we was fighting again. Every time I saw him, we was going to fight again. We was going to crash again. I saw him again walking up the street. I'm putting on my shoes, running out the door. You heard me? I'm going out there to fight again. But assuming it is until I get my winning. When I get my winning, I'm good. I don't want to fight no more. You're going to be coming to me talking about you want to catch one. Now I'm good. You hear me? Because I got my win. I feel good. But assuming I really never lost a fight. That's a little experiment, y'all. But assuming if that's the type of mind frame I have. And it's about to come to a time, y'all. I'm telling y'all now, y'all need to get y'all seeds. Y'all need to get y'all seeds and all this stuff together, y'all, because it's coming to a time where y'all gonna have to find food physically, man. And if y'all should follow me. You heard me? Because I'm gonna be growing food, and I'm just gonna be giving it away if I have enough. I'm just gonna keep enough for my family, and the rest I'm gonna give away. You heard me? But assuming, man, we about to come through some dark times, man. If you think I'm lying, man, go into the store and try to buy some $10 eggs right now. You heard me? And you'll see what I'm talking about. You heard me? It's about to become a time where they about to cut that food stamp stuff off, man. You heard me? They're gonna come to a time where when the government is not gonna be there. You heard me? You heard me? And y'all don't want to hear it. Y'all don't want to hear it. You heard me? But y'all gonna feel it. You know, y'all gonna hear it then. Y'all gonna understand what I was saying. But I'm be like, I already gave it all away to you. I already gave it away to your little cousins and them, man, that called me first. You know, they have a part. Yeah, did you hear that? You heard, man, they had a girl crying. Man, touched my heart, man. We're going to be going down there soon. They had a girl touch my heart, man, said that, where's my brothers at? Where's all my brothers that supposed to be helping us, that care? You know, and man, that really hurted my heart, man. Like physically, man, this girl's out here crying because yeah, they say that they're gonna, so you know the feeling. You know what I mean? You physically there. You heard me? Like if nobody gonna stand up, man, nigga need to start standing up before it get too late. Before they got us back in bondage, man. And they gonna get us to turn against each other, man. That's gonna be the thing. I touched somebody, but like I was saying, y'all, like life. I'm sorry, y'all. That was somebody on live. There was somebody. Life is coming into a, man. I'm cutting them out like a mud. Y'all need some water, man. All my lips sticking together, man. If y'all can see it. Ah, I need that. Yeah, y'all, but yeah, man, I was cutting them out, y'all. I was losing water. All right, but the times that's coming, man. Like I'm encouraging people to go get their seeds, man. Go get stuff to start producing stuff yourself. Because if you got children, man, your children gonna be hungry. I'm telling you, man, grow beans. Man, beans can feed your whole family. You heard me? And you might be like, why, man? I'm telling you, it could. It could feed your whole family, man. Go get the big old bags of rice. My mama used to have these big old bags of rice. Man, go get the big old bags of rice, man, where you can eat for months and months and months. Man, because you might have to duck off, man. And and like, we can all be in the middle of the street shooting and all this, man, but it ain't going to do nobody no good, man. Because your family's still going to be at home starving. You heard me? And if you like me, you heard me, only have like 5 pieces of food in your refrigerator, you heard me? Like, you know, you need to start thinking about the difference and the challenge that's coming, man. Because I keep like 5 things of food in my refrigerator. I go to the store like every 5 days or some stuff. But other people different. You heard me? Other people got like mountains of food, man. And they're going to have a lot of people probably helping people at this time. But I promise you, they're only going to be helping probably their community. Because they're not going to know how long this time going to last. And the 3 days of darkness is coming too, man. You heard me? A lot of people been prophesying about it. So y'all look out for that too. And, well, y'all just be blessed, man. I'm gonna go ahead and get off for a while. It's like 9:26 out here. I'll get back on like at 11 o'clock. All right.